I'm coming, everybody. Oh, good, it's working. Oh, it's working, yay. Okay. Okay, yay. All right, got it. Okay, hello, everybody. I'm sorry that I am 1 or 2 minutes late. This is relevant. I guess there was some um, problem between Zoom. Anyway, it's a Zoom problem. I don't really know what the problem was, but I just repeated what I knew to do and then it went through. And I'm actually sort of proud of myself because while I was waiting for it to go through, I just sat here. I actually read a piece of junk mail to make sure it was junk and threw it in the garbage. But point being, it was making me think about what the riders are doing. And we're still, this is our last session on the topic of sleeping beauties, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about sleeping beauties in the future, because it sure is a syndrome, isn't it? So when your riders are getting on the sleeping beauties and they think they've done the right thing, like me on the computer, I think I clicked it all, but it doesn't seem to be working. And then now regular me, I would just start jonesing and pushing things and going, oh my God, that's what they do. And then the horses are like, that, I mean, have you been to a hunter show lately? Or, yeah. So the syndrome is from, I never really thought of this before. It's from not believing in the riding, that the riding that a loose plummy or shoulder, hip, heel rider with a correct seat, i.e. an open seat, who knows the aids, and a horse who knows the aids. The sleeping beauty syndrome comes from not believing in that. Because when we don't ride from a correct, which includes losgelassen, which includes looseness, correct, aligned, proper base of support, limbs, torso, everything all functioning properly, rein aids not interfere. I'm going to get back to that. Which that setup is for the natural aid, for the natural aids that are felt. The arrangement of the riding position of the rider's body, it's that the purpose of that arrangement is to deliver the sensations that are the natural aids that are felt. So, but not believing in that system is how the horses get stuck. That seems very tidy, but I think that's really right. So what did I just say I was going to get back to? Oh, so everyone is so obsessed with the damn bit and the hands. Yes, of course, we're not going to use our hands backward. No one that I help or know or ride with or am friends with does. It is an obsession. The hand, the mouth, blah, 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 blah. These days, the real resistances are being caused with the entire body. And in a way, that's worse. In a way, it's worse because the whole body is getting squished instead of finding the hinges and making more hinges and finding the articulation and activating the proper large joints that propel and that can govern their own momentum by load bearing. So it's not the Sleeping Beauties really aren't, it's not from handwriting, it's from oppressive writing. I think that's probably pretty understood. Okay, so I think I just summarized Sleeping Beauties. I don't think anyone's going to call. It's almost Labor Day. It's almost the end of the summer. I think we all want to just quit and have a long weekend. I kind of do. And we can always talk more about Sleeping Beauties. Anyone who calls in, it's definitely a subject that is always on the table, because basically it's a tense horse who's behind the leg, or a stuck horse who is also behind the leg. It's such an important subject to know how to address and not be worried about. And I really do also think that the way the markets go with, I think that in the US, there are, and probably in Australia too, there are a lot of Sleeping Beauties that are being discarded because the people don't know what to do, because they think they're deadheads, but really they're just Sleeping Beauties. So try to buy them for very cheap. And then have a wonderful horse for yourself. That is my advice. So that is my summary of Sleeping Beauties for this month of August. Starting next Wednesday, the 3rd, for sort of this autumn semester, I am going to try to guide the topic of office hours to be rider position. And the reason I'm doing that is that in these next few months, and it might be after Christmas or the New Year, I don't know exactly, the public launch of class 108 rider position will happen. 108 is a class on rider position. At this time, it is not a public class, but it is in work and it is in use, and people can go in the class if they just get in touch with me, and I'll give you the password so you can enroll. 108, it really is, it's once and for all. It really is, in a way, the only and last word on riding position, because it is a head to heel examination of the rider's position in intense detail, according to the master's instructions, according to perfect riding, of course, according to the Spanish Riding School, according to Sommer, according to Vorendorf, according to Fort Riley, Tour de Quinto. And that includes Vaquero, like whatever little niche people want to claim that they're in. So, oh, well, I'm different. I'm in a no, it's all the same. Riding is riding. All good riding is loose, forward going. And 108, there's so many ridiculous, and I'm using that word technically, unhelpful, misleading, waylaying, the online learning programs, the content and material for the riding position, whether it's paid, whether it's a marketed item or it's social media, is so grotesquely off the mark. There is no hope. There is no hope if you there is no hope for a rider to learn and to have the material and information to develop a correct seat without the instructions from those schools I just named. The content and material that is now available online will not is not what 108 is. And it will ruin your seat and it will ruin your riding. So I guess that's a pretty strong statement, but I'm saying it just because it's more efficient to just say that. 108 will give every rider all, it's complete. You don't have to do it again. It's not, it will give you everything needed to be able to identify a good seat, train a good seat, recognize a good seat, start to form a good seat, be able to discuss a good seat, and be able to have ears to hear whether all the online world, it is, I call it a mosh pit, which is like hardy har har, Jane. Yeah, it's kind of like a mosh pit at a concert, but it actually is worse. It is a booby-trapped detour to failure and stuckness and lameness even. So this autumn semester, office hours is going to be devoted, and office hours is public. It's like my Facebook timeline is also public. Anyone is welcome to view and hear. Anyone is not welcome to comment or be an idiot. If you've done 108 or read all of the, know the material that 108 imparts and expounds on, then you would be welcome to comment. But I'm not having a free-for-all on social media. Anyway, so those are some ground rules for those of you who are new. But it is for everyone. And if there's a financial problem, talk to me. I will make it happen. If I think you're sincere, you will get this information that's in 108. So this autumn, 108 rider position, that's what we're going to stick with. The rider's position is comprised of the base of support, the leg, and the hand. Base of support, the leg, the hand is part, it comes out of the upper body. I think those are the four. Wait, is that the? I'm trying to remember how Somer and Fort Riley, I should know that. I think it's base of support, leg, and upper body. And then the hand, of course, the hand actually is sort of a separate creature, even though it coacts. It is, and it's also interdependent. But anyway, we get these things thoroughly understood, that it is a system. So it is a system, and its purpose is the delivery system for the aids, for the 3 natural aids that are felt by the horse. There are 4 natural aids. The first one is voice or sound. That is heard by the horse. The other 3 aids, seat, leg, and hand, these are felt by the horse. So the rider's body, the rider's position, serves, its purpose is the delivery. Its purpose is to deliver the natural aids that are felt. All right. Well, I think that's plenty. 15 minutes. Closing up the topic, or putting a bookend on the topic of Sleeping Beauties, and the topic for the autumn is rider position. And all riders are welcome to explore this position, whether they are racing horses or galloping horses on the track, eventers, show jumpers, dressage people, stock handlers, polo, any and all riding. The basic seat is for all riding. So don't let anyone tell you that their style is different or that their discipline is different and that 108 doesn't apply. Because it does. Okay, it's a little bit of a trip being one of the few people making declarative statements. But it is the case. And my greatest wish is that as many people as possible know about it. Get the information. Standing by to hand it out and get anyone who wants to know about rider position going that way. Okay. See you guys.